Disclaimer: Fair Use Act, education purpose use only. All rights and image and music clip belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Trey Gang up early in the morning and finna hit y'all with the real. All right. Hi y'all, what's up, Brian Virgo, Trish Hollywood? What's up, y'all? I see y'all, the two early birds. All right. I know it's early in the morning, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, we got them, we getting them in here. I want everybody to pay attention, right? I'm finna wake these YouTube streets up, cause I figured the case out now. It's no doubts in my mind. I figured the case out. Man, my last live, no doubts about it. No doubts about it. Now look, this what we finna get into. Now watch this. Now I'm finna confirm this. That's her in that freezer. I mean, that's her in that body bag. That's her in the body bag. And Trey Gang proved it in my other live video. Cause this what they did. Look, this what they did. They was on camera pushing her on the cart to the freezer. Cause once you go back to this footage, look. Once you go back to fit this narrative right here, all right, when he was pushing her back there at 126, this where the police gonna be at. This how she finna end up in there. The whole time. The whole time, this how he finna push that cart where the police at. And once you play this video, that's why you finna get a time skip. Before you get a time skip, you got to look what they talking about. Cause we already saw the police officer telling them, look, something finna be dragged through her. He was telling them something finna drag through her. He even did the hand side motions. Now look, this the cold part about it, right? Boom. They finna put her in the freezer upstairs. And check this out. And then if you thinking how the way I'm thinking, the first thing you gonna want to know is this. Man, I know where he got that bag from. So that means Kenneka was in the restaurant? Cause it would make sense that if she was in the pool, like France K said, they drug her across the visibility bar. And you know you gotta make a stop right there at the restaurant. And that's where that bag come in at. Hold on. Check this out. This the cold part. What time? You see the timestamp. It's 42 people in here. I'm gonna ask for the whole 42 likes on this one because Check this out. I'ma play one video. One video. And this finna kill everything. Watch this.
Rap response to my rap. Okay, it's pretty good.
Hashtag James Bouquet. It's your boy Straight Drop. I got time, you already know. Well, guess what? Great. I see you.
You big head on it.
Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes. She dead walking the freezer. Your time clock off. Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes, Gray Hughes. This is just for Kenneka. No time for the game, dude. And your time clock off, dude. Was it 2:30, 3:30? Security got blood on his hands, dude. This ain't black versus white. This is about what is right. I got time, 9 times out of 10. Straight drop is right. Mike Larry with the strikes. Told the king ain't right. T Knight wanna fight. Man in the face might be the only one right. Was it murder or mystery? Was she 5'9", 5'6"? Was she 130 or 150? But dude, drop is a mystery.
Uh-oh. Did you hear that? She didn't walk in the freezer. Your time clock off, dude. Did she walk in there 2:30, 3:30, Greg Hughes? And then he turned around and say, I got time. Did she walk in there at 1:30 or 1:50? Straight drop is a mystery. Whoa! Let's see what we finna get a time skip at. Since they just pushed the bag, boom, it's 1:26. Let's see what happened between 1:30 and 1:50. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened at 1:30 or 1:50. See how she actually got in there. Just like his rap song. Whoa! It skips. And boom. Bow. There you go. Now you see what I'm talking about? So let's be clear. Did I just show you proof that this would be Kenneka in the bag? Push on the cart where the police at, and you got a major time skip. A 30-minute time skip. And Scrape John said what? Well, it was at 1:30, 1:50. And everybody didn't even know. Look, when I heard that, I wanted to know about that. So I looked into it and found my answer. Hold up. Oh, y'all don't think fat meat greasy early in the morning? Well, I just spilled some tea. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show a couple of more videos. Yeah, this shit for real with me. You see what I'm talking about? Watch this. Hold on. I'm finna stop it right there. Look. Proof. Stage crime scene. What I said 6 years ago. I knew this. Look. Boom. All of this is on the night, bruh. Look, all of this is on the night. Not the tent. Boom shakalaka. Everybody in the freezer at 2:30 on the night while everybody would still be upstairs. Look. Check this out. I knew it was something up with that. It just showed me how smart I was after all. But hold up. Man, I went through all of this, bruh, just to... What that video where, boom, the live... Look how they had us all thinking, bruh. What that video with? What my video with? Hold on. Right here. Hold on. Here we go right here. So look, this is what they will be talking about in the kitchen at 3 and 4 in the morning. In the kitchen. About surveillance cameras. Look, about surveillance camera and all this. Then look, you go to the footage. That's why I made the video, because I said, look, as I'm tripping, boy, these people done tap in with the footage, because they got the tent footage with the night footage, and they showed the same damn thing. Like this here. This on the night. Then look what they gonna show over here on the tent. The same thing. Same thing, bro. So to make a long story short, boom, look. That's why, look, this on the tent. This the same shit that we're doing on the night. So all they did, look, on this footage, all they did was duplicated the night footage and exit the police out on the night footage and kept the police on the tent. You see what I'm saying? Both of these is the same fucking video. This is the same video from the night. You duplicated the video, erased the police on this one. You see what I'm saying? And put them on this one. See that? This on the tent. That's on the tent. And this finna show the same shit on her. Same shit. Told y'all, it's the same thing, bruh. I knew I wasn't tripping when I was telling everybody. I was like, look, if you look at some of these videos like it's looped it. I just proved the biggest case in the world. Y'all heard it from Trey Gang first. This what you heard from Trey Gang first. September the 9th. September the 9th. Guess where they coming from? Out the freezer. Look, this why they would be coming out the freezer, cause that's when he went to go unlock the freezer. He really went to go unlock it, cause she gonna be downstairs in the basement in trash bags. So that's where they gonna place her at, in the basement. While he went in there, unlocked the freezer. So when he came in there and unlocked the freezer, that's why he brought the police back there to make it look like I just found the body in the freezer. But in reality, ain't nobody there in the freezer yet. That's why when you see this footage, that's why King Rob would troll him like, ha, y'all think she in the freezer? Cause she ain't in the freezer. Not yet. So boom, you heard it from Trey Gang first. You heard the truth. Look, he went back there. They acting like, okay, we gotta boom, discover a body in her, right? So guess what they do? While they doing that, this why they coming from. Now they finna go upstairs into the room and do their thing. Boom. Carl Nesmith, the AC man. AC man, right? Keep that in mind. He work on freezers and AC units. All right? You heard it from Trey Gang first. So now the police is in there. So guess what they finna do? Act like it's an investigation going on. Watch how they finna stage it. Look, boom, boom, boom. Ain't this something? So while they doing this, they gonna show Kenneka walking in. Of course, you gotta show her walking in to sell us that, yeah, she just arriving there. You heard this from Trey Gang first. She is not with these people. This lady is in a trash bag downstairs in the basement. And they just Bree and Monifa and Shamaya coming in. They the one riding the car on the E-way with no donut on it. With a donut on it. Remember that part. And that's at 11:30 at Crown Plaza. Remember that. You heard this shit from Trey Gang first. Now look. Boom. You got the cleaning crew up here. Watch this. Check this out. That's where Kenneka, guess where that bag come from? Straight out the restaurant. So that means that girl goddamn was in the bag in the restaurant at some point in time. This how you will move a body from the pool area. See where he was cleaning it? No wonder why he was cleaning over there for so long. And then come out the kitchen with a bag. And then you mysteriously bring the bag to the police where the police at. Round one or something, right? So ain't nobody in the freezer right now. All right? So now look. Boom. She finna be somewhere by the back dock. Everybody finna be coming in. Like Straight Drop said, did it happen at 1:30 or 1:50? Look what will be going on at 1:30. Everybody was a witness. What time the timestamps hit? I ain't got to show it to you no more. You should know the answer by that. So I'm gonna get up off this video. So now you know what to look for. What Straight Drop said about 1:30 or 1:50. How she didn't walk in no freezer. This showing you she didn't walk in no freezer. This just stop all the conspiracy theory right here. You ain't never got to say this again. I don't think she walked in there. She ain't walked. Look, you know she ain't walked in there now. You see it. She in a bag. Boom. They dropped the girl off. You know what I'm saying? Where the police said, and then boom. They coming from where? According to what y'all used to think, oh, they were just getting there, Trey Gang. Oh yeah, you still want to believe they were just getting there? They just came out the kitchen. And then look, possibly that's when they all will put her in there with law enforcement. So boom, TY was already with law enforcement. Everybody's gonna be in the kitchen. You can believe if they just get in there, that's on you. I ain't trying to convince nobody no more. I'm just here finna tell the truth, and I'm finna switch everything up. Now look, boom. You got everybody here doing their role. So this when the camera cuts back on. The camera cuts back on at 150 something. Then you got the police chief pointing at the camera. Well, now you got family members coming in. You know what I'm talking about? With hoodies on and, you know, with the translator. You know what I'm saying? That's why the translator would be all in the lobby while all this shit would be going on. So she the one played it smart. I'm going to stay right here in this lobby so the camera can see me at all time. You know what I'm saying? Now look here. Boom, boom, boom. You got the Puck and them coming in here. The whole family tree in here. So you know French K's job is to keep them quiet, but they getting too rowdy. So the police got them on the move. So they throwing everybody off with the fake cleanup crew. You know what I'm talking about? And then look. Hold up. Check this out. The cameras come back on at 150. So look what will be going on from 2 o'clock. Right? Boom, boom, boom. 2:15, 2:20. And then look. Hold up. Bree, where you going? Cause you know Miss Teresa calling that hotel about the cameras now. And you sure got her keys round about this time. So I'm quite sure you finna go meet up with the mother. In the beginning, let those YouTubers tell you they don't know where Bree got the keys. You know, where did she go? Acting all dumb like they don't know where she went. But Trey ain't know where she went. Going wherever with Miss Teresa at. You know what I'm talking about? And Miss Teresa gonna be in that parking garage. Oh yeah. In the parking garage. Check this out. While Miss Teresa and Bree gonna be up in that parking garage. You know what I'm talking about? And check this out. Boom, boom, boom. You know, everybody still in the room. Like what Peas and them said. Yeah, man, we was in there smoking for hours. You know what I'm saying? We was in there having a good time. They wasn't lying about that. Only thing they were lying about, Kenneka was in there. So you could be all like, yeah, he said something about some Kendra and all this. You know they ain't talking about no Kenneka. It's a girl named Kendra there. And that's the girl that's going to be playing Kenneka on that footage in their kitchen. Downstairs. You know what I'm talking about? But you gonna look, but check this out. Make the long story short. Look, this is why all these dudes coming in with hoodies on. Look where they coming from. You already know what they just got doing. Make it so bad when everybody get called to the kitchen. Look, these girls going first. All right, y'all come on down. You know what I'm saying? Boom. They come on down. Boom, they look, boom, they coming in. So look, the females leaving, the dudes coming in. Female leaving, dudes coming in, right? Bam, he finna get out of there on the low. He smart. He the one smart. I'm gonna be always solo by myself. I don't want to be associated with this group. So now look, then you finna have another Kenneka lookalike walking in. Man, y'all balls. See what I'm talking about? Now keep that in mind. It was a reason for you got all these lookalikes. Won't you have a couple of lookalikes? Check this out. If you really think about it, you got a lookalike walking in here. Then you got another lookalike walking in the lower level freezer. I mean, no, in the lower level hallway. So you got 1, 2, and 3 lookalikes walking around the hotel at the same time. You heard this from Trey Gang first. You know what I'm talking about? What's wrong with my title? My title confusing? I rename it then. You know what I'm talking about? My bag on there. But look, you got the other brother coming in, family member. So you got another Kenneka lookalike. Cause keep this in mind, Kenneka in the bag. This the perfect time to be showing somebody walking around, and if you already put the girl in the freezer. So now look, boom. You got them, man going back there. That's why they going back there. Cause keep this in mind. They had us thinking, the family and YouTuber had us thinking, he chasing Kenneka throughout the hotel. This is what these people had us thinking. Oh, man chase her. There go Kenneka right there. Oh, she finna go in the kitchen and he trying to ease to the kitchen. If you exit this out, think about this. That's why he on the phone, because they called them to come to the kitchen. Ain't nobody chasing nobody nowhere. Come to the kitchen. Now, come around this way. Don't go this way. Come around this way. So, boom. Just show a Kenneka looking like walking around while all this going on with eyes closed. Make it all confusion to us. Like, man, that's Kenneka. Or maybe that ain't Kenneka. So, they're ready for have us. This the plan. Have everybody trying to figure out, is this Kenneka? Oh, that's the real Kenneka. Oh, it was a struggle in this hallway. Yeah, they were jacking and everything. Then you know what I'm talking about? You hear all this shit. You know what I'm saying? With this alone, and the whole time, the girl in the bag. The girl in the bag. So, boom, the girl in the bag. But look how they had us thinking. Bree got the key. She need a GPS to go somewhere. So now everybody confused, thinking this bitch all around town with a GPS trying to go pick up for somebody else. Miss Reese. So then look at her. So while everybody got all these conspiracy theories, when the YouTuber trying to boom, yeah, this with Kenneka, and this going on with Kenneka, but check this out, Bree just come back in, right? Bree, how would Bree would be leaving? Watch this. Ain't this the crazy part about it? Look, Bree coming in, then he comes in. Look how everybody look. Before Bree come in, nobody don't put this shit together. Like this don't matter. You got man coming in first. 5 minutes later, Bree coming in. 10 minutes later, he coming in. Look how this coming in secret. And once they came in, he come out of her. Check this out. This is so easy now. I always pointed this lunch, because I asked everybody a question. I said, y'all look, ain't it strange, man, that this man done went in the kitchen, grabbed the plate, like it's food in there. And I'm like, it's nothing on in the kitchen. Nothing hot in the kitchen. So why would you come out of the kitchen that ain't even operating no grease, no hot grease, all the lights off, everything cold. Now I see why he will be going back and forth in the kitchen. I mean, in this restaurant right here. Because I'm like, man, he take a little too many trips. I see why he will be taking too many trips. Because this where he got the bag from. You see this? He got the bag out the restaurant. Look, If this bag was in the restaurant, no wonder this man was in that restaurant. The man even left front desk and stayed gone for 10 minutes. And this the last place he went in for 10 minutes. I wanted to know where the man went for 10 minutes. And I knew he was in this area. Because I'm like, damn, the man in this area, where else he gonna go to? So I'm like, but why would he be in here? It never stood out to me until now. Who's still confused about the Kenneka Jenkins case? Anybody still confused about the Kenneka Jenkins case? Look, so boom, he come out the goddamn. Oh man, no wonder, bruh, they kept going over there. No wonder why everybody kept No wonder why everybody was circling around the goddamn restaurant. Damn! No wonder why they circling around that area. Bruh, y'all still confused? Ain't nobody getting what I'm saying here? If you watch the video, the girl had to be still in that restaurant. Hold on. Make this shit clear, right? The manager went in there, opened the kitchen freezer. Then they come out. So now they know the freezer open. So all what they really is waiting on is the cleaning crew to bring her and the clothes. So she gonna be in the restaurant. That's why when they came in, that's the reason why they went this way. And check this out. And David Pena said he was there at 1 o'clock. And Jedediah said he was the manager and worked it that night. Oh, and guess what time you're gonna see David Pena on the footage? I rest my case. You see what I'm talking about? I rest my case. That girl was in that restaurant the whole time, bruh. When they came in there. They circling around the restaurant. The police in the kitchen. Then they bringing her to the freezer at 1:30, 1:50 in my straight drop voice. Then, boom. Bree meet up with Miss Teresa. She calling the hotel about camera. Now that police done put her in the freezer. Once the police put her in that freezer, they told everybody to come in the basement. And everybody got to talking about the cameras. It all makes sense. Now they talking about the camera. And once they talking about the camera, something wasn't agreed upon. And this thing you know, police is starting threatening to lock people up. And this thing you know, now it's getting rowdy up in there. Now it's getting rowdy up in there. Now Miss Teresa finna turn up on the police and the staff. And use us and to have us going and fight her battle. So we basically helped Miss Teresa out. You know what I'm saying? So we basically were fighting the devil all along. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know how this finna turn out to be, but this with that tamper with footage, same footage on the 9th, same footage on the 10th. Police on this footage at 4:51, and then make it so bad. This finna show you that Mitch and Reese are gonna be seen on this footage at 5-something in the morning collecting evidence from the police officer. Now we see why she took it, cuffed it, and put it in her pocket. Look, even bringing food out that motherfucker. So look, basically, check this out. And then look, you want to know what's the cold part about this? Cause watch this. Boy, Trey Gaines a smart man. Hold on. Watch this. Y'all see where that man just brought that cooler out at? Now they want to bring up, here we go. Look, I ain't got to say no more. So that means that cooler that's right by the ice machine, upstairs by the double wood doors. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. Y'all remember it's a cooler on this side. Hold on. I want the real route. Hold up.
Okay, today I want to talk about the lower level kitchen versus the upper level kitchen. Right here is a grid of the cameras that Kenneka was seen in. This is produced by the rosemont.com website. I'm definitely going to drop the link so you can take a look. On this,
Watch this. Watch this. Right here. There go the goddamn freezer door right there. There go the goddamn freezer door right there. So that means, look. That means when these people push that cart right here, they must have had that girl in this cooler right here, bro. In the cooler right here. Where the ice machine at? The same freezer though.
That we cannot explain. Without ever looking in the freezer, someone came and locked this freezer door so that Kenneka could not exit the door. Now, there have not been adequate
Man, that's so cold, bro. So while they had her in that freezer for a little minute, and then place her in another one. So look, I rest my case. So you heard this from Trey Game first. Mitch Teresa came up there and look, when Mitch Teresa got up there and seen the body, she already saw the body before the 911 call. Bye, y'all. The lady tricked us, and they came with a mean move when they decided show this on the 10th instead of the 9th. And I rest my case. You heard it from Trey Game first. So that means and if you thinking like I'm thinking, you know what that means. But I don't think nobody just caught on to that. But that just let me know nobody don't do their own thinking, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Nobody don't do look at this research I'm doing over here. You can't tell what I'm trying to tell y'all right now. If you look at this shit, you gonna be like, wait a minute. Something definitely wrong here. Something definitely wrong here. Cause think about it. Boom. Boy, you gonna have a whole lot of questions. Be like, well, wait a minute. That do make sense, Trey Gang. Why would they pull the body out and try to have it far possible away from this goddamn camera right here? Man, we supposed to been at 100 likes for Kenneka, and this the truth. I mean, put it like this, you can't say you don't know. You know, you can't say you never heard this shit before. You can't say you can't even believe it. You can't even say, well, man, this man can't even make this shit up. Man, this man really open up our eyes for this shit. Man, you got to like this video for Kenneka, bro. You know what I'm talking about? This for real. Whole setup plot. Cause it's so much tea with this. If all this was going on at 5, just wait till you start watching the next year. Cause it very finna get exciting. That's why they don't want Miss Reese up there at their hotel. Her daughter ain't up there, so why the bitch still up there? You see what I'm saying? Her daughter was, check this out. That's why King Rob was like, yeah, y'all see Miss Teresa was looking for her daughter. She was never there. Don't that make sense now? If Kenneka was in that freezer at some point in time and they got her there after 5 o'clock on the footage, on the night, right? This is on the night, not the 10th, on the night at 5. You see these people took the body before the first shift. Before the first shift, they took the body. She gone. So look, while she gone, right? Check this out. This a cold game here. Watch this. So when Miss Teresa came back up there, right? Hold up. So when Miss Teresa came back up there, round about this time, hold on. Like round about this time. Look, round about this time, right? So when King Raw was telling everybody, yeah, when they were coming up there looking for Kenneka, she ain't there. And next time you know, you like, wait a minute, who gonna be in the freezer if you saying she wasn't there? She ain't there. The lady already gone. See that? Boy, this a cold game they playing. So Kenneka is not there. But Miss Teresa gonna tell who the one that told you the police gave us a run around. We asking them can they check the camera and the police telling us she's not there. They were acting clueless that they ain't know that no 19. Yeah, I see why they say that shit now, Dr. Oz. Cause the girl wasn't even there, bruh. Not at that time. Hi y'all, you heard it from Trey Gang first. So when King Robert trolling, look at these goofies. These goddamn goofies. I'm told he like, man, when King Rob said this right here, let me go to his page right quick. Watch this. He make very much sense now. So watch this. Watch how y'all remember the sister. Y'all remember the sister? They were texting like, yeah, y'all pray for Kenneka. She didn't come home last night. And we was at the she at that hotel, and the hotel's talking about they can't even find her. Hold up. When King Rob put you at the Crown Plaza, that means you was at the Crown Plaza. Do your research. Look.
Yes, I want to add some additional information. I need each and every last one of us to come down to that federal building, or each and every last one of them, because we all are YouTubers. Everybody needs to walk into a federal facility where they at and explain what's going on, so we can get it out the way. Because guess what? I can show you proof right now where they dug my voice in the murder scene. I can show you proof where they got my name on the Hold on, my Bluetooth was on. I can show you proof right now where they got my name on YouTube saying I'm at a murder scene. And now they're going to try to get up tomorrow and put me in the murder scene video. So by me knowing I wasn't a part of a murder, ain't that only right for us to get down there and see what's happening?
Man, he even on the phone with the police. Then check this out. Now you will see why he would be arguing with just 33 Keys about the kitchen.
Play with none of these cornballs. I go tick for tack. You have something to do with it, and I'm letting my city know. Now you watch your motherfucking daughter get me. Motherfucker. Fuck you talking about. No nigga in my city gonna say shit. Now y'all wanna see something? You wanna see something? You wanna see 600 murders a year? And you wanna see no murder? Fuck you talking about? We'll play tick for tack then. Just everybody wanna play with us. Be chosen king and all that. How about I start hitting some of y'all motherfucking kids and take some kidneys? And see how that feel, nigga? Fuck you, man. You covered up for a murder, boy. You covered up for a murder, and I had no fucking problem
own thing. I'm the bank of the world, CD Loan King. I don't spar with rest.
All of them niggas coming against us was a part of that shit, man. Niggas trying to cover up lies and shit to this guy, boy. Fucking clown out here. No, we ain't coming on your motherfucking panel, nigga. And whoever support you, they ride with a fucking killer who's taking these motherfucking kids who ride with this shit.
And that's why he trolling. That's why he trolling. That's why even the police, look, even the police, you see how he trolling, talking about, they talking about it's a drunk girl, boom, 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 bumping in the wall. Kenneka was never drunk, walking and bumping into no walls, bro. That was just a narrative that the police gave us. So when we, so look how dumb when we was looking, when we were pointing out Kenneka bumping in the wall, and we actually was like chasing Shadow Man. Oh, you see the hands in the foot? Bro, I know these folks were behind the scene laughing so hard at us, bro. The joke was on us. That's why I'm so mad about this case. Cause Miss Teresa, she can just do whatever she want to do. That's the queen bitch of setups. You gotta give it to her. You gotta go over there and thumb Miss Teresa up on that one. You a cold bitch. You the real setup, and you got away with it. And nobody ain't even mad at you. Yup. But yeah, Trey ain't love y'all, man. I'm finna get on about this, John. Cause I just want to let y'all know, y'all heard it from me first. You see what I'm talking about? And guess what? Boy, man, it's so much tea. The second shift, the first shift, boy, we got 2 more shifts to go through. You think this it? Oh, you think this it? Boy, it's about to get real ugly in these YouTube streets. And then Straight Drop confirmed. Let's get Straight Drop on the panel. He got some explaining to do. All of them got some explaining to do. Oh, my bad. We living in the world. You know what I'm talking about, man. These folks, man, look, these folks ain't giving a fuck about this case, bro. Man, these folks living their lives doing what they do, bro. And probably done killed another motherfucker. Set another motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's why they got the gloves on. Once they got the gloves on, I even made a video later on that day. And cause when I watched that whole footage, cause that's the first shift that one that got me. It was the first shift going on the second shift. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, man. I'm like, something ain't right. Cause when you seen it, where you got to see when Risco left. When Risco leave, that's when all hell broke loose, bro. But ain't nobody watch the footage. Ain't nobody concerned about the footage. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, gang, I'll be back later on today. You know what I'm talking about? And chop it up with the gang, you know what I'm talking about? Cause I'ma just start dropping videos. Cause shit, that's all I could do now. Drop the video, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got the video in the make. Cause all those videos I got, I'm like, man, it don't make no sense just release them. Cause I'ma still be out track. But I like, man, I could just make one full fucking video. One video from the beginning to end. And guess what it finna sound like? All the video finna explain to you. Kenneka was set up by her friends and her family. Her allegedly family and friends. They got the girl to the hotel. The girl didn't even have a chance to goddamn it sit down, at least enjoy a party. The girl was already, you know what I'm saying, getting under live on the 6th, round about 1 and 2 in the morning. So on the 6th, later on that day, you got Miss Teresa telling everybody everything gonna be perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Everything finna be going swell. Then you got on the 7th, they booking room 927. Then look, now you got people in room 927. Nobody don't know where the keys went to. Nobody ain't concerned about it. Let me just see, can I watch the footage and see anybody look ratchet on that motherfucker before Irene showed up? Ain't nobody looking into this shit. So look, nobody don't know who was in and out that room before Monique and them and Irene them showed up. So check this out. Nobody don't know what Miss Reese at this point. But you know, I don't know why nobody can, you know what I'm saying, refuse to believe that lady was there. But that lady was in them room, bro. That lady was in that room and she was leaving a phone trail. Cause guess what? Ain't nobody did no forensic search on Kenneka phone. I mean, on Miss Reese's phone, have it. Have you noticed when they came, they did not goddamn it analyze Mr. Reese's phone, allegedly what they told us, but they really had her phone. They got her phone, bro. You see what I'm saying? So that means the whole 36 hours. Look what they did for 36 hours. Look how long the girl was in that hotel for 36 hours before they decide to put her in the freezer. That's the cold part about it. The girl was deceased for 36 hours. 36 hours. No body decay. The body well preserved. Look, it's so well preserved. You know what I'm saying? They even put the body in. I'm talking about no decay, no nothing. Normally a body decompose. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Still intact. Fresh. So that means what was going on with the body that whole time? Somebody was taking good care of it. You know what I'm talking about? And then when the girl get in the freezer, now look how swole she is now. Now the girl done got swole, the cheeks big. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. Then you got to think about Selena Gomez, the kidneys. Boy, you got A-list celebrities here. Boy, Rosemont got a job to do. They got to protect this hotel, the doctors that got the medical equipment downstairs in the basement, taking everybody jewelry chrome and melody. And melody and stuff, bro. So boom. So the police was at the meetings with Mr. Reese. Cause everything what Mr. Reese about to tell y'all right here, right? Watch this. Right here.
Look on the cameras and see.
Everything what she about to tell y'all. Cause keep this in mind. Everything what she said, this where your mindset was at. She talking about on the 10th, on the 9th, round after 8 o'clock, and now about to 12 at midnight when they found the body. Nope. Everything what this lady saying, check this out. Make it so bad, she ain't even lying. She ain't even lying when it come to this interview. Only thing she told y'all was she would talk to the police about. Only thing what she just did say, we had this talk on September the 9th at 2 and 3 in the morning. That's all. That's all. Cause look, if you look at this video, I'm finna bring my microphone on this one. Cause this one I'm finna show y'all right here. This one I'm finna show y'all right here, right? Look, this all I got to do with this right here. All you got to do, everything what she said, is she talk about this right here. This all she finna. Everything what she finna say is right in this same time frame. Ain't the 10th. This the 9th. So don't it hit different?
When me speaking with her friends, when the hotel morning from her friend stating to me that my daughter's missing, they can't find her. So I asked them, could they take their time, just have a little patience at first to see if they can find her. In the background, I hear one of the other friends stating, she tired of waiting, she tired of this, getting a little rowdy. So I asked them to calm down and just bring my car to me.
Because your daughter because they were at the hotel for a party, and your daughter was the driver of the night.
Yes, my daughter was the driver of the night.
And they had her keys at this moment.
They had her keys. They never mentioned that they had a phone until after I got off the phone with one friend. I called her phone just to hear other friend state to me that I have a phone too. So I asked them, I said, y'all, wait, hold on. You have my car keys and her cell phone? I knew something wasn't right.
Right. So, after that story, you obviously went to the hotel and began the search for your daughter. And the hotel at first wasn't as cooperative, correct?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
From when me speaking with her friends, when the hotel, the friends stated to me that they was looking for, because I asked them, to continuously look for her at first.
Right.
And she said that they was making them leave. The hotel was,
They were trying to kick him out.
Yes, they were going to kick him out that night.
And
because
this is like about 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, before.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They was going to kick him out if they leave and call the police on them to arrest them.
Now, why were they threatening to do that? Just because they were being too rowdy, making too much noise?
No, because they stated to me that they told them that my daughter was missing. They can't find her.
And they felt like that was reason to kick everybody out?
Yes, obviously.
When was the friends that called you, when was their last time that they saw your daughter Kenneka alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka.
Right. Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like two different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door. So
they changed where they saw her last?
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything with that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there. So now, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrived, they finally found her after the third time up.
See that? Look how she even answered the question. That was just a simple question. When they found her, you know what I'm saying? Well, after the third time. What you mean after the third time? So you just confirmed that you already saw the girl before 12. September the 10th.
Us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question.
Prove my point. It was like 36 hours. Won't that match up? If she saw her body, what time Mitchell Reach would see the body? at 5 something in the morning. That means you saw her 36 hours after the girl was dead. So she died on the 6th, 7, 8, going on the 9th. That's 36 hours. So yeah, she just confirmed it. After the third time, me coming up there, after the third time, so that means Miss Teresa made trips from the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. Because once you think about what the lawyer said, Miss Teresa was camping out on 3 different occasions. Well, like, what you mean 3 different occasions? Like, on the same day? Because if they was camping out, how would they be camping out all on the same day at 3 different... As I'm starting listening, I'm like, man, the lawyer got to be on dope. You see what I'm saying? Or I must have too much. Because I'm hearing some shit like, wait a minute. Now it sound crazy. The lawyer said the family was camping out on 3 different cases. So that means if you came up there at 7 in the morning, go to the police at 12, then come back up at the hotel. Because you said that first he said the family never left the hotel. Then say the family was camping at the hotel. So I'm like, well, damn. If you think about camping, so I'm looking at, they was camping for a couple of days then. On the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. Now you got 36 hours. After those 36 hours was up, now you get this. You get to see the body of Miss Teresa. Boom. And then you get the 911 call. Boom. Then you get the missing person report. Boom. Then you get Miss Teresa say, yeah, we need to stall on the time. We just say you ain't saw the camera yet. Okay. I have not saw the camera. And next thing you know, these motherfuckers going in. I have not saw the camera. These people talking about she ain't even heard y'all. You see what I'm saying? Miss Teresa, get your ass on out there and tell them goddamn folk, man, you know what I'm saying? She won't drunk, staggering in the wall. Yeah, we saw her at 120, drunk staggering. I don't believe that. Then you got Living Nora talking about, yeah, we still got video of her in the room. You should have never let those words flew out your mouth. She said she got 5 more other videos of lies. Look.
Why, if somebody says that their daughter is missing in their hotel, why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to, we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's
and manager at the time. Whoa.
The police matter.
Oh, it's a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 40.
Now you heard that? What that sound like now? She said, we had the police and the manager at the time, they told us it's a police matter. Listen to this shit.
Crown Plaza. That, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter.
Oh, it's a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore. Okay. When she went up to the hotel, when I came, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in, her and 2 of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
That's why the lady's stuttering, bruh. She can't even get it out, bruh. Then her eye twitching. She got the same outfit on that she had on the 6. Look. She had the same outfit on the 6, bruh. So she had this whole goddamn outfit on for 36 hours. I know that motherfucker Thunder Booty smell like hot butter popcorn. You know what I'm talking about? I know they agitated and these people ready to go.
Right. And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well, and the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report.
No, it wasn't. No, Miss Teresa, you had us fooled on that one. But I know the real reason why Lenore and the police was up there, because you were threatening that hotel, and that's why the police showed up, because you were making phone calls threatening the hotel. And then this is what Miss Teresa finna do. Miss Teresa hot booty ass finna come to that goddamn hotel and start harassing the people on the 11th floor, which is them employees, the housekeeping lady, bruh. That's why they called the laws on them, because they act like they want to whoop on the housekeeping lady, because the housekeeping lady was gonna tell some shit. Oh, I know what's going on. Look.
What? Paper.
Right.
So
that's the Rosemont Police.
Yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing.
I would deny you too, cause you just threatened our staff. You see what I'm saying? You just talk bad to the police. Look, they was even threatening the police and shit, bruh. They was even threatening the police. So the police finna be like, bitch, we ain't finna show you nothing. On time out. Then they left Miss Teresa on stub mode. Now Miss Teresa all on the news like she Ray Charles. I ain't seen that footage. I ain't seen nothing. I'm still asking, what those real tapes at? Y'all know she ain't mentioning about no more videotapes, no more justice for Kenneka. You see what I'm saying? None of that shit. None of that what she was screaming in the beginning. Yeah, what that camera above that freezer? Yeah, what about her teeth knocked out her mouth? And how that drugs get in that system? And what about the deep gashes around her neck? And what about these videos around her with her friends with the knives in her hand and threatening Kenneka lives and all of this? And what's supposed to be going on in no room? Miss Teresa know she don't know none of this shit. But she got all the questions in the world. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, then they taking cameras down, y'all. What? Fucked us up, bro. Oh, I know who you talking about too. She look like Mega Kane, goddammit. Omega Kanye, you know what I'm talking about?
She asked the police.
She should have brushed her goddamn hair. Man, that lady didn't have enough. Man, look, she could at least got a wave brush and slick that shit down with some gel. Man, she look like she just woke up in the morning, just started scratching in that motherfucking head. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, let me get my ass up and go straight to the goddamn radio station. You know what I'm talking about? And I wouldn't even be surprised. She probably do got those triple T titties in there, John. They just duct tape down. She just don't want nobody to know. She got racks. You know what I'm talking about? Hi, y'all. Appreciate the likes, gang. Appreciate the likes. But don't this sound like Mitchell Reese is going to be there talking to the police September the 9th, early in the morning?
Was my police officer. If he can give her a copy of the police report, he stated to her it'll take all day. You know, he can't give her a copy, so she asked him could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, you know, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. Right. And he finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about right now?
Yes, the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report,
But look, this the cold part about it. She know Kenneka is not at that hotel. Lenore know that she ain't at that hotel, right? They know these people got the body, right? So you can see now that only thing Mr. Reese is concerned about what that video is going to show. Cause that's what's gonna make her payday, bruh. Do y'all see the game? The move that she ran on the public, man, that lady could have been a con artist, bro. Cause she done hit one lick. Then like she told, bro, boy, that lie worth $6 million. She told us a $6 million lie. And then it's a satanic ass number, 6 million lawsuit settlement. Then you know what I'm saying, everybody get 3.2. I'm like, damn, that's 32 degree masonry, ain't it? When you start looking at those type of numbers. So she know her daughter ain't at the hotel. The police know she ain't at the hotel. The staff know she ain't at the hotel. But we thinking she at the hotel. So think about it. Look at Miss Teresa's mindset is she just wanted that check and she just wanted what was on that footage. Cause she gonna need that footage for her lawsuit. Man, that's the coldest game in the world, Jack. That's cold.
Report that he searched front and back.
Cold
and he
blood.
did not see Kenneka entering or exiting
Should have never
the building.
did that interview.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them.
According to them.
This why, check this out, about her doing that interview, I bet you they told her do not talk about the case. Don't, cause anything that you can say can use against you. So I can use this against Miss Teresa. Look here, lady. We just found out that your daughter been out that hotel and you still at that hotel talking about cameras and making deal with the police officers? Cause that's all she doing.
She wasn't there.
Okay. So who? Okay.
See
so who,
that? Look.
Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them.
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay.
She ain't gonna be on no footage. walking. And the time that you claiming, check this out, the claiming that you trying to tell that y'all see her on the camera, of course they are not going to see Kenneka walking on camera, going nowhere. She know that. Look how Leonora know that. They're just like looking for Kenneka on the footage on the tent. They're just like trying to find Miss Teresa on the footage on the tent. See what I'm saying?
So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found.
See, make it so bad. They don't even want to tell y'all. Cause check this out. It wasn't no who found Kenneka in the freezer. Cause check this out. Didn't nobody really found nobody in the freezer. Cause look how it went. Look how this went. Look how this finna go. I'm finna speed this up. Boom. Look how this look now. Let's see who found her. He finna go unlock the freezer door. He finna come out, show the police. Hey, look, come here. You unlock it yet? Yeah, I unlocked that John. Let me look at this John. Watch this. Yeah, look, come on back here. Yeah, I unlocked that John. All right, look. Finna go back there and get my flashlight out. All right, yeah, cool. This cool. This a perfect spot to put her in. All right, cool. Take a look around, you know what I'm saying? Let me jump on the radio. Oh, fuck! Man, we got one in the freezer. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, frozen solid. Yeah, shit. 301. You all right? What kit you in, Jerry? What kit you in? Yeah, I'm in the freezer. Body loading dock. She frozen solid. So, boom. They say, he come back. Yeah, let me go prop these doors open right quick because they finna come and, bring Kenneka back here, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, let me get this over here, this grease bucket. Yeah, they'll do it. Then, you got the beverage manager over and they're like, yeah, it scared the hell out of me. What scared the hell out of you? You know what I'm saying? It's a body. It's a body. Where in the freezer? You know what I'm talking about? So he telling all the other police, right? Everybody ain't doing nothing standing right on the other side of this camera. Look, boom. Then you got everybody coming in. Look, where she at? You know what I'm saying? Go like, oh, fuck. She in the goddamn freezer. But ain't nobody in that freezer. Cause look, they all finna come out and just come out. Boom. Look, yeah, look. Ain't nobody reach down and be like, hey, ma'am, you all right, ma'am? And can you wake up, please? None of that shit. Everybody just going like, look, yeah, we back here now. Let's get everybody else in here. Yeah, look, wow. Look, come on in here, guys. We need you. Yeah, we got a body in here now. No, look, that's what they thinking, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, we on the walkie-talkie right quick. Yeah, where that body at? We need that body back here. Send the ambulance unit, you know what I'm talking about? And all this over here. Yeah, go and throw that lip gloss in there too. This what the shit gonna sound like. Yeah, throw that lip gloss in there. Let me get some of that and throw that little ice in there too. All right, we got that in there, you know what I'm talking about? And then look. They look. I can see what they talking about right now. You say what now? Man, Miss Teresa out here in the parking lot fucking up shit. Man, look, I tell them folk, man. Tell them folk to calm down, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they got Leonora out there walking on the floor. Shit, get your ass out there and go stop Leonora. So he finna go out there and go get Leonora and calm the situation down. So now everybody like look here. This how we gonna do this shit, right? You know what I'm talking about? See, we need to get the cleaning crew in here. We need to drag that body down here. Push that John on that cot, man. We need to put it in here. We need to get that body away out there goddamn restaurant. Yeah, man, look, check this out. We need to do that. So look, everybody look, I'm finna go out there and go get the body out the restaurant. All right, look, check this out. Y'all come with me. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate that. Look, everybody come with me. So look, check this out. This is what we finna do. See, look, we can't get shit done. Goddamn, listen, Leonora calling me now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we want to check the old camera. Bitch, I told you, look here, man. We doing the best we can. We trying to get everything set up. I'm finna go tell the world right now. There's no what I'm talking about. I believe Rosamund and the police helped kill my dog. All that old funny bun ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Then look, he like, man, I don't know what it, man. I went in there, man. They told me it was a body in there, John. I went in there. I ain't see nothing. Must be a shadow something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I went in there, I tried to touch it, and I ain't felt nothing, you know what I'm talking about? So what we got going on? He was like, look, I'm gonna just be real with you, you know what I'm talking about? It been a cover up last night, so we need to put a body in there. Like, what? I thought we were coming to find the body. Nah, we coming to put the body in there, you know what I'm talking about? That's what they doing. Let's see who will find her. So look, boom. Everybody confused, like, look, you through yet? You through yet? No, man, we ain't through yet. We waiting on the ice to freeze up. So they got the freezer on and, you know, jamming, throwing ice in there. You know, I'm talking about all that old shit. Then look, boom, check this out. That's when they finna put her in there. Cause look, man, they gotta make it look cool and shit. Like, yeah, let me look around and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we finna go and set it up now. We got the crew on the way. Look, you see how they looking at the cameras and shit? Yeah, let me duck up on this camera. I just shaved my head last night. Then I got some shine on it. So, yeah, all that old type shit. So, you know, he looking around, you know what I'm saying, for loose change and shit. He look like a junkie. He look like a crackhead. He flashing like he trying to look for some loose change. Look like he trying to bomb a cigarette. Now, look, they all plot like, yeah, because ain't nobody doing nothing. Just standing around talking. Ain't nobody doing nothing, just standing around talking while he looking for some. He look like he just tweaking. And then look, check this out. The time skip, look, that's when they finna put her in there, right? Cause you even heard the K9 unit. Look, we finna drag her. Look, we gonna come in there. We gonna drag her through this freezer, bro. Fuck the old camera, bro. You know that we gonna drag her back there, and I'm gonna plant all the lip gloss and all the ice in there. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we gonna do this shit, man. Fuck you mean? I'm the K9 unit. I been doing this shit, nigga. You don't remember that shit when he cover up those other crimes in Rosemont? Got people thinking they commit suicide and shit. He the hitman. I wouldn't even be surprised he the hitman, goddammit. So look, the time finna skip. So the time skip, right? So look, when the time skip, boom, 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 that's when they placed her in there. So watch this. Now you got this. Since we just watched this shit, that's a good ass question. Who found her in the freezer? Who found her in the freezer then, Miss Teresa? Cause from my understanding, the girl was in a trash bag, like they said in the beginning, and they brought her in the kitchen and won something. Then the time skip. That's when they put her in there. So who will find her, Miss Teresa?
So that means she wasn't there, according to them.
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka.
Hi, y'all! And put her in there. So you got the police in the act putting Kenneka in the freezer. So I could argue this in court with a lawyer. Boy, I finna go back to that lawyer I used to talk to, and boy, wait till I slap these receipts on the desk. Man, I'm finna go in there the first thing tomorrow, Jack. Ooh, wee. Look. Then, watch this. So,
But with me looking at the news and reading in the newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question.
How that's a good, what kind of answer you, if the police said they found her, so why you say, well, I read in the paper, they said the employee found her, so I don't know which one it is, but the police, what you gonna go with, the police or the newspaper? Because if the police tell me they found her, the police found her then. Allegedly.
I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
So that means anybody could come out with a news article and say, yeah, the maintenance man found her. Well, they said the maintenance man found her. So anything that could come out, anybody can say anything, but like, well, you know, the postman found her too. Like, yeah, they said the postman found her, the maintenance man found her. Shit, I wouldn't know. That's a good question, though. There's something needs to be answered. That bitch will answer that dumb ass shit, bro. Come on, man. My stomach about to bust over here. I'm trying not to laugh at Mr. Reason, because she sounded stupid to me now, bro.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first, because I asked them.
Why you always can't be just straight up and just answer the question? Why you always got to start out with some small talk? Well, you know, after being denied by the third, what are you trying to hide? I know what you're trying to hide now.
And I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help. And I started timing myself, basically.
I'm glad timing yourself, because you bitch, you know about the timing. You know about the timing. So that's why, look, the lady got so scared and say, look, y'all, nobody didn't set her up. She was left at the party. She wasn't set up. Who said anything about a setup? Cause the people that set her up was in the room, but you jumping on the phone. Then nobody set her up. We like, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she trying to add all those lines up.
To let them know, just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't say that I wasn't, you know, conscious enough. You know.
So basically, she would time herself, cause if this come up, so the public won't think that, man, look.
I'm saying, like, I was like out of my mind or whatever. And I stated, because I had made a post on Facebook before that, you know, when I was in search of Kenneka, that I needed help, you know, if somebody see my daughter, to inform me, you know. And I mean, after I made this lie
and lie, and you knew where she was at, in the freezer, bruh. And you sold us a dream, telling us you couldn't even find her. You was still searching for her, but the whole time you up there making deals with the devil.
Video. I re-entered the hotel, and I asked them, how was she laying? The head detective, how was she laying? He stated she was laying on her side, and I said, was she laying? How was her legs? Was they curved? You know, like in a fetal position. Yes. He said no, they were straight. I said okay. Next question: can I see my daughter? How she died? You know, how she laid in the freezer? As you know, I wanted to see her. He said the detective stated yes. An hour or two went past, give or take. The sergeant come in with a very rude attitude. No, you cannot see her. It's against our procedures, our policy. You can't see her. So I asked him, with the card that the leading detective gave me.
So look, check this out. Now I see why she keeps saying she been denied for seeing the body about 3 times. Cause check this out. This lets you know she was asking to see that girl body but down there 3 times till she actually saw the body at 5 in the morning. So when she saw the body at 5 in the morning, so that means she been begging to see the body all day long, all morning. Until when she got, cause y'all just heard what she said. She was like rounded off about 4 hours. So rounded off about 4 hours. So 4, 3, 2. That go back to 1 o'clock of putting her in the freezer. Oh. And then you ask her how she would land. That's when they would be placing her in the freezer. Now you see how time is on that side now, Jack. Paya, that go back to one song when they put her in the freezer, bruh.
Is it possible that he can write his name on the back of the car? He stated yes. After he stated yes, I said, and as well as your badge number. And I hear him whisper to the detective, badge number. So then he said, as everybody getting ready to round up to go, he said, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna speak with the coroners.
He said she said when everybody get round, just like you finna go, the police finna go, everybody finna go. Look.
And the badge number. So then he said, as everybody getting ready to round up to go, he said, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna speak with the coroners and see what they can do. So here we go, hours later. 5 hours, maybe a little bit more, but rounding it off 5 hours later, they come to me and states, only I could come see her. Me, I'm allowed, and I could bring one more other person with me. That's when they allowed me. They walked us back there. They said, wait, this is a crime scene. You are not allowed to take any photos. You can't touch, and don't touch it.
I won't even be surprised that's when Miss Teresa, Liver law enforcement, and Monique Fanil was all placing her in the freezer when the camera was off. I bet you my last dollar on it. I bet you. How much y'all want to bet on that, bro? I bet you when no camera was on, Miss Teresa, cause everybody even said, look, even Bree got to beat her to see this shit. Bree got to beat her to see it. Monifa got to beat her to see it. Shamaya got to beat her to see it. Goddamn it, Leonora got to beat her to see it. Even Irene got to beat her to see it, bruh. Everybody got to beat her to see it, bruh. They made posters about it. Bree, boy, as I'm tweaking, they putting her in the trash bag. That would be a perfect time for Bree to be seeing that. Won't that be a perfect time Bree would be seeing about a trash bag? Look how close. Hello? Is I'm tweaking? Is they putting her in the trash bag? There she go. If she in this hallway, in the same fucking hallway with another employee, hello. This show you prove she would be able to see it then, won't it? Pay y'all, that post real. So boom, round about this time, no wonder. So this would be the move. You would have Bree in the area. Boom, placing her in the free. Cause guess what Bree finna be at? In the parking lots. Oh shit. Hold up. I got the video. Oh man, I'm finna pull that John up. Man, I'm finna pull that John up. Where you at? This got to be quick. Oh man, I'm finna have so much fun with this shit now, bro. What that video with? Please don't make me go on my channel and get that John. Oh man, no wonder why this why. This why. Is this it? Now let me go to my channel. That's why Bree. I know exactly to go to. So all this shit, when they were talking about searching for her and all this, they were putting that girl in the freezer. Where that video with? Where my goddamn video? I'm gonna be down here. Not this one. Oh damn, I think I passed that, John. I think I went a little too hold on, no I didn't. Hold up. Is it gonna be this one? Dude, there you go. Boom! Right on the money. Pay attention to the time. And guess what? That's why Bree was going down. Ooh. Now we gotta trace Bree. That's why she was finna go downstairs. Boom. Friends Cave on the run. Cause Bree finna walk out of there. Cause Bree in the parking lot now. So Bree in the parking lot. And she finna come back in the minutes. Now Bree just made it back in. While he running around, Bree will be walking down. Bree will be right here. Here we go. Boom. So that means with Bree, she could have been in that kitchen. Cause that Red Bull energy drink could have been in the kitchen. You know what I'm talking about? Told you, bruh. Bree went. If you got Mitch Teresa and the police in the kitchen, you don't think Bree coming from the kitchen and this would be a perfect time to see her in the trash bag? In the trash bag? That's on time. Then you on the move. So boom, no wonder why that boy, this would make French K be most scared the most. Look what the police would be doing. Oh man, I'm finna have a blockbuster. Man, I'm finna have a blockbuster hit, Jack. Hi, y'all. Boom. Then look where they go to. Hold on. I just want to see where they go to. Watch this, y'all. Golly. And no wonder why you will be having a couple. Y'all remind y'all, it's a couple finna be running in this lobby. It's a couple finna be running from. Oh man, now I know why. Boom. That's why Friends K will be going out there. Then you got all that shit going on. Oh man, I got a blockbuster Jack. Man, I'm so excited. I'm finna get on this shit right now. But damn, if I do that, then I got to damn.
Anything, and they watched us as if we was there. You know, like we was involved in it. It seemed like the crime scene was on us, not what went on with my daughter.
See, the crime scene was on y'all.
So you see your daughter in the freezer now.
Look, y'all see what she had to take a breath on that one.
Seemed like the crime scene was on us, not what went on with my daughter.
Right.
Look. Ooh.
So you see your daughter in the freezer now. To bring up to date.
No, I'm sorry. No, at this time, they had removed her from the freezer. I asked them. Yes, they removed her from the freezer.
Oh, she's slipping up now. Now I see why the camera would be turned off for an hour. Oh, now I see why the camera would be turned off. Because this is where they all would be meeting up at. Then look, this is where they're going to be preparing food. Oh, I get it. I got it now. Jack. Boom. So when I watching these cameras, I'm like, man, I want to know why would these cameras be off already? Because at this time, I'm like, man, these people were cutting the cameras out before the girl come out the room. So I'm like, man, the hotel is plotting on the people in the room because that's what it looking like to me. And when I had that narrative going, Miss Teresa was praising Trey Gang, like, yeah, get him, Trey Gang. I'm like, yes. And then look, then when you think about it, you like, oh, this is why he's so in the rush to get out of there. Because this is the last time you finna see him at 2:37. That's when you finna stop seeing the cleaning crew at 2:30. Soon the cameras cuts off, you ain't even finna see the old people no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why the old camera gonna be cut off downstairs. Meeting up down there and feeding these bastards. Like in King Rob said, yeah, they were even feeding the killers down there in the basement. Then you got Larry Rice like, yeah, you know, Kenneka was walking in the kitchen around about that time. Man, what? How? We just proved she in the body bag now. Then boom, that's why he would be keeping up with timestamps and watching the surveillance footage. Because the only thing at that time, bruh, when he was watching that footage, bruh, I used to always want to know what would that man be watching. I'm thinking that man is watching Kenneka every move, and actually he is. Only thing he basically doing is watching the cover up, bruh. A cover up. And Friends Cave is in on the cover up, bruh. Then look, that's when he finna. Oh man, 241. Oh, this could be 141. Boy, this some cold game here. They done did. If they did it like this, bro, I guarantee you, man. I bet you half of the goddamn West Side in here in the basement on ice. You see what I'm saying? That would be so scary that some of those missing people from, just imagine you had about 7 people from the neighborhood come up missing, and come to find out those 7 people missing out from the west side is in Crown Plaza basement, in the freezer on ice, bag and tag ready for distribution. Boom, that's why I did look. Right here, I always would look. When they first released this, I thought this was downstairs in the basement. This is upstairs in the ballroom where Mitch Reese and them were running out of. So that's why this motherfucker was skipping so much. Cause this the area they gonna have to take. If you come to the front, watch this. This ain't nothing to do right here, bro. Here go the layout. It ain't nothing to come through the hotel, through the lobby. The camera gonna be off right here. Come through here, go in the ballroom, then you in the elevator, jump on the elevator, and all the cameras cuts off down here. Look, it's an exit door right here. I can come through this exit door, jump on the elevator, and you know what I'm saying, and go in the basement. And can be undetected on the camera. Everybody don't got to come through this way or this way. If you know, these are 2 main exit and entrance in the hotel. This way and this way. This is employee entry. So you got 3 ways in the kitchen. Well, really, many ways if you think about all the exit doors down here and the fire doors and all this old stuff. So it's 1,001 ways in there. But towards the public, most of the public come in through this way, Workers come through this way, right? God damn it. If you got people look strange coming in through this way, sneaking in the kitchen, look how you could do it. Even Living Over said, yeah, they said there's many ways into this hotel that could be undetected on camera. For one, you come right here, be undetected on camera. You come right through here where the tower's at, be undetected on the camera. I could come through this way, and this way. Undetected on camera. If I know that by the layout and never been there, just think about the motherfuckers that be there that know that and been knowing that. Hi, y'all. Boom.
They had removed her from the freezer. I asked them. Yes, they removed her from the freezer. When they removed her from the freezer, by the time we came 5 hours or plus later, later, rounding it off, Kenneka was laying on a stretcher in a white body bag already.
So you never saw her?
I never saw her. I never saw her. They stated as well that there was no signs of foul play.
Right.
Like it was just a normal look.
That's what they said.
No signs of sexual harassment or anything.
Right. So do you believe differently?
From seeing the pictures, yes.
Watch this. Don't this look different now? All right. He making extra duplicated keys. This where you finna see the housekeeping lady at. So now you finna see the housekeeping lady on the footage. If you think about what Kilo Brown said things finna get hype. The police there, it's finna be a big argument. And keep what Mr. Reese gonna have the same narrative. They were talking about kicking them out the hotel and threatening them to lock them up. So there's gonna be a roundabout this time. So they'll explain why he will be all on the walkie-talkie, making duplicated keys, right? And there's gonna be a whole lot of communication going on this walkie-talkie. So boom.
I believe different.
Because the police came out. Before that, though, the video came out.
And I believe there will be a real noise complaint round about that time.
I saw the video of her trying to find her way throughout the hotel. What did you think about the videos?
That she was wandering in the hotel and she needed help. And, you know, she at a hotel, a 5-star hotel.
Right.
I know it was surveillance. Just like on each floor, they might not have cameras all through the hotel, but entering and exiting the elevator, there are cameras.
But it is her on the camera because, like I said, so many conspiracy theories. Some people said that's not even her on the video. You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe they're saying that in one part of the video when she's walking towards the refrigerator, that's her last time being shown on videotape? So do you believe she could have just literally walked in there and got locked into the freezer, and what they're saying to be true is she got locked into the freezer and she died because of the coldness? Do you think that could be true?
Well, see, we wouldn't even be sitting here today to guess it. It was the camera. As we went in there, if you could look at the video, me and my daughter, which is some of the parts what we did, as we went in there, I'm looking at my daughter, you know, and I looked in her face. She had a disgusted look on her face. That's an angry look, like, or somebody agitating her, you know, this type of look. So I'm looking, and then I asked them, I said, can I see the freezer? Because I work in the cafeteria. So you can't tell me that she walked in this freezer and couldn't get out, you know, because of our freezers. And not only that, me working within the CPS, you know, cafeterias, you know, before, every freezer has a release button or some type of handle, whereas you can't get locked in this freezer unless you've been locked on the outside. You know, you get locked in from the outside.
Which would have taken, obviously, somebody else to do purposely.
Right.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
what you're saying.
Yes.
There's no way she could lock herself in by herself.
Exactly. So once entering, and I see the freezer, then the leading detective stated to me, she just walked in the freezer. Mm-hmm. This is before I told him I worked within the cafeteria.
Right.
She walked in the freezer, and when she walked in the freezer, she just...
So this interview basically just letting everybody know you was up there making deals with the police officer, and y'all were coming up with the narrative to tell the public, bro. Y'all, they were trying to come up with a way of what they was going to show on the footage. You see what I'm saying? You might well say they were basically discussing what all y'all gonna put on the footage. She's just making sure that nobody don't get caught up. They can lead back to her, bruh, and her family, bruh. So all she wanted to do is expose the cover up on their end. Miss Teresa had her mind set up like, look, I got the police. I can expose them. I bet you Miss Teresa got so much video on the police. It's a crime shame, bro. But what all that's gonna do is mess her up. Cause you got to look at it. If Miss Teresa would have did that, that's why he would be pressing the panic button. God damn, Trey Gang, you a cold motherfucker. That's why he would be pressing a panic button. Oh, man. And I thought they were pressing the panic button because I'm like, man, Kenneka getting out. So he alerted somebody to go get the girl. And whoever this is ain't even Kenneka. She laughing all on the footage. You know what I'm saying? And here I'm going out. Don't you know how many times I would watch this and used to be down there in tears? Like, man, this fucked up. And then when King Rob mentioned this, talking about, yeah, y'all believe in this, Kenneka, you got motherfuckers walking behind the camera talking about, hey, you know what I'm talking about, hey, bitch. And I'm like, what? That ain't even Kenneka. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that lady smiling. So that's why I kept up with all the time. I'm like, damn, why they cut the camera out as soon as she walked by? Then the next scene gonna show the elevator open up, then it closed. And see on this footage, she pops up at the ramp. So the whole world like, oh, he chasing Kenneka. He either chasing Kenneka or he running up to the room. And then here go an hour later, she popping up here. Look. I used to be like, damn, somebody carrying her, somebody forcing her. But the whole time, this ain't even Kenneka. Look at the face. That ain't even Kenneka. Watch the face. Bumping in the walls intentionally. See that? Then look how blurred it is. Then look at the hair scrubbing all on the wall. Got this chick. Right. So boom. So the whole time, this what they got us focusing on. Of this girl walking in the kitchen, but in real time, they downstairs arguing like a motherfucker. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually was going on round about that time. I would believe that. I would believe that. That's when they would have a motherfucker walking around. Round about this time. And that's why King Rob and them calling the reenactment. Cause you got Irene video with Leonora talking about, yeah, we got 5 videos. So when Crown Plaza release it, it's finna match up to they live. Cause them like, boom, this how she get out the room and all of this and walked into the freezer. So Leonora phone cooperating with the hotel staff and they tried to merge her videos with the surveillance footage with the bogus lies and tricked us. You know what I'm saying? Hi, y'all. But yeah, gang. I gotta get on up about this junk. Cause Trey ain't got to go praise the Lord. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta go to church. I gotta go to church, you know what I'm talking about, and do some more other things. And I wanna go live, gang. You know what I'm saying? And spill some more of this tea. Man, look. Man, numbers don't lie, man. Y'all gotta get those lights. Y'all gotta get those shares up, bro. A lot of people don't even know this, bro. This is some information that everybody at least need to hear. At least need to hear this one. And then you can do whatever you want to do. At least listen to this and you can do whatever you want to do, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, let me go throw my 3-piece on, you know what I'm talking about? And my motherfucking snake skins, you know what I'm talking about? Cause I normally got some gator, but you know I had to downgrade to a little snake skin a little bit today, you know what I'm talking about? I feel like poison, you know what I'm talking about? Come on that motherfucker like Pinky, nigga. Man. But yeah, gang, check out, look, y'all, man, y'all be cool, y'all be safe. Appreciate the new subscribers too, y'all. Man, we got about 8 goddamn new subscribers that fast, gang. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate to the new subscribe gang too, y'all. And I'm gonna try to be back later on tonight. Probably later on tonight. And and we got to talk about the first and the second shift, cause this is what we got to talk about. That first and that second shift, bro. Cause you see what's going on the third shift. Look, if you know what's going on the third shift now, you gotta watch the first shift and you gotta watch the second shift all the way to the third shift again. You got to. It's mandatory. Cause if you don't, this bitch gonna stay saying this shit.
She walked in. He never mentioned it was a double freezer. Walked in the freezer, closed the door behind herself, and just froze to death.
Right.
So, I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I said, so she couldn't get out? He said, no, she couldn't get out. Because once you locked in, you locked in.
Right. But he doesn't know what you know about freezers at that time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Did you go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in? Did you try to see what your the theory, how you can get out of it if you're in that particular freezer?
Okay, well, I'll tell you like this. We wasn't ever to actually go inside their freezer, but they had both of the doors open. I asked him when I first went back there, so you're saying it's a double freezer? He said yes, but on our way back there, if you can see in the video, I'm pointing my finger. I'm looking for cameras. I'm looking for cameras because that's my purpose. Because you can't tell me this.
That's why the Crown Plaza put that. That's why Crown Plaza put a restraining order on Miss Teresa. That's why they put a restraining order on Miss Teresa Martin, cause she started doing them goddamn interviews. If y'all look at it as a lawyer and be like, well, just say everything Trey Gang said is true. This would really make Miss Teresa look bad, cause everything what she said, all about, it was a camera above the freezer. Rounded out about 5 hours after them denying me with the body. And all because she spoke on no little details. It could come back and her. Bro, I'm finna go holler at that lawyer again, bro. Cause I got some good news for him. And I bet you something could be done about this shit, bro. Ain't no statute of limitation to murder, bro. Ain't no statute of limitation to murder. I don't give a fuck what that shit, whatever they got going on. This case still could be charged, bro. Y'all got faith? Let's do it. Let's do it. Jerry Knight, suck my balls. Man, how come every time when I unblock you niggas, man, you been blocked for months. Damn near a year. Soon when I unblock you, you just popping up. Man, you sound like the family members. You sound like more like Straight Drop than any goddamn thing. You know what I'm talking about? Sound like you big mad. That boy mad. That boy so mad. That boy said, boy, you just talking. Shut up. Man, that nigga mad, y'all. Man, that nigga so mad. I know, man, that nigga over there probably be fighting the phone now. I can see how your thumb typing on the goddamn phone. Man, don't crack the screen. Boy, I know them goddamn thumbs got big muscles. All that typing you doing with them. Damn, nigga, I'm gonna want to see what your thumb game look like. Cause if you could type like that, goddamn, I could just imagine you could play in the booty with those techniques. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he mad the motherfucker over there. Now he quiet. Now Jerry, now he quiet. You know what I'm talking about? I told y'all, man, that motherfucker sound like more like Straight Drop than anything. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you know that's how they be coming. Straight Drop got all kind of females accounts and all that old shit. You know what I'm talking about? Man, look, I don't want to rap with you, Jerry. You know what I'm talking about? Do what I asked you to do. You know what I'm talking about? Give me some of that top. Shit, I just know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to see what's going on with you, Jerry. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to bust your bubble. You know what I'm talking about? Is you thicker than lunch meat? Sound like you a big leg ass nigga. You got big legs on it. I bet you got some big legs on it, nigga. Big legs, small back, big boot ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, I know they don't call you Straight Drop for nothing. You know what I'm talking about? I know they don't call you Straight Drop for nothing. Cause don't let me, cause look, don't let me tell everybody how you really earned that name. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let me tell it, cause they already told me about those sneaker bars. You know, I'm like, what about the sneaker trick? Cause they were like, what? I'm like, for real? Ain't this some shit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they said, look, Straight Drop went in the wrong neighborhood and they was in a trap house. And you know what I'm saying? And the nigga gave him, walked up to Straight Drop and like, hey man, you want a honey bun? And Straight Drop didn't think nothing of it, like, yeah, I want a honey bun, you know what I'm talking about? But he didn't even know what a real honey bun was, you know what I'm talking about? And he was like, what kind of honey buns you like? He was like, Straight Drop like, yeah, I like the one with the icing. Oh, you like the icing, don't you? He like, yeah, they're my favorite. So next thing you know, he in the cut with OGs talking about honey buns. And OG gave him a honey bun and told him, you go your honey bun and watch the man bit that honey bun. And told him, he said, that's the kind of icing I like to see on a man's lip. And that's when Straight Drop was like, what? You know what I'm talking about? Cause Straight Drop name was Gangsta. Look, y'all know what Straight Drop street name was? Gangsta Booty. Cause they said that man ass used to stink so bad, that motherfucker said it gotta be a gangster in that motherfucker. That boy ass smell like gangster. You know what I'm talking about? So they started, when he ate that honey bun, they called him Straight Drop. They first were gonna call him Straight Low, you know what I'm talking about? That's what they were gonna call him, straight low, cause you know what I'm talking about. But they turned him out. They told him he got to join their gang, and come to find out these was some real scripper boys, some gay boys. That was little boys, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's who taught Straight Drop. Them little boy pucking them. You know what I'm talking about? He had a soul glow. Y'all look, he had a haircut. He had a soul glow, a Jerry curl, bruh. They told him to grease up, and they gave that man a Jerry curl, and gave Straight Drop booty implants. Man, y'all see Straight Drop right now? Man, that man got booty implants and everything. You know what I'm talking about? I know he mad. But yeah, gang, I gotta go praise the Lord. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I gotta go check in with Jesus. Yeah, I gotta go holler at the Lord. You know what I'm talking about? I already know he kind of hot at me. You know what I'm talking about? Cause he already hot at me like, look, Trey gang, we need to talk. I'm like, what we need to talk about? What I done now, God? Yeah, man, you know, quick heartbroken. She was like, you ain't had to do it like that. I'm like, what I did? You know what I'm talking about? Quick lying on me. She all praying and shit, lying on me in her prayers and shit. Look. She done prayed. She done asked God with like, Lord, please send Trey Gang my way. You know what I'm saying? Please let him be the perfect man to me, cause this the man I always dream. And this thing, you know, I get to knock on my door like, look, she's serious about it, Trey Gang, and you know what I'm saying? And I do got to answer her prayers. I'm like, please don't do it. Please don't make me be a sucker, you know what I'm talking about? And this thing, you know, he tapping in with my feelings and shit. And this thing, you know, now my feelings, next thing, you know, I'm a changed man. Now I'm at Quick house and shit, laid up. Like, how the fuck I get in this situation? You know what I'm talking about? Whole time she done put voodoo on the nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why I don't just fuck with those witches no more. You know what I'm talking about? Cause the last witch I had, I'm like, man, these folk, you can't piss a witch off. Man, I done went to sleep. That motherfucker went through my phone, and when she found what she was looking for, you know what I'm talking about? I was waking up in the middle of the night. This bitch clapping bees and shit like clink clink. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm talking about? That's what they do. I thought I was about to die. I woke up, man. I woke up in the middle of the floor. It was a 12-point star in the floor. I'm passed out in the middle of that mud. Like, what the fuck? Man, I woke up, man. This bitch done hog tied me with the phone. Who is Keisha? Man, what? I don't even know no motherfucker Keisha. Lying like a motherfucker. Keisha outside, waiting on her to let her in like a grand entrance. Yeah, you don't know me now? I'm like, y'all bitches done teamed up. Y'all done teamed up on me, you know what I'm about? And you can't run from them neither. Man, Trey ain't try to run and get in the car. They blocking the whole car off. They done planned this shit for months. Look, in my Irene, look, they done planned this shit for months. Thinking I'm getting away with some. But you can't play with everybody like that, though. You know what I'm talking about? But you got motherfuckers there catch your ass and run your ass over. You know what I'm talking about? I done cheat. This is what made me stop cheating. Cause the last girl I cheated on, the bitch tried to run me over. I was just outside checking the mailbox, you know, somebody just coming down the street full throttle. I'm like, oh, them ain't nothing but a bunch of YN riding in a stolen Kia. Is this bitch gunning for me? You know, I'm outside in my room and shit, checking the mailbox. You know, it's like about 8 in the afternoon, you know what I'm talking about? Shit like that. I heard that little 4-cylinder coming down the street. Wah, wah. I'm like, damn, that motherfucker balling. Got to be the YN. And soon the mother got close to me, they kind of jerked him out where I had to dive in the yard. Hit the other neighbor box, smacked one car, and got out. I'm like, damn. Then, you know what I'm saying, foul a hit and run accident. The police brought the tag, like, cause the tag dropped, and they came back to quick. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, but I just feel bad for the next generation, cause next time, you know, now you could be able to buy your man or your girlfriend, cause they finna start coming out with robot bitches. Look, they finna come out with robot name, man. Just imagine you could go to the store and buy your next boo thing. Shit, man, we finna be extinct. Man, just imagine, man, you stop at the sex shop and like, yeah, you looking for a hoe? Yeah, you know, I'm looking for a wife. You know, what kind you looking for? A freak, or you know what I'm saying? Then that motherfucker got all kind of apps. You got to download it, you know what I'm saying? The personality, take it home and program that junk to how the way you want it, tune it. And then if that junk break down, you can take it to the pod shop. If you want to modify it, just imagine, you know what I'm saying, you got your little robot bitch with you, you know, I'm like, yeah, let me tune my little junk up, take this junk to the body shop. Now you take that junk to the body shop, you know what I'm saying, get the pussy tightened up, you know, get the ass tightened up a little bit, you know what I'm talking about, grease the bitch joints up, make sure, you know what I'm saying, everything gonna be flexibility, you dig? So, you know, you make sure a battery charger, put bigger batteries in the bitch, you know, the more power, the more, you know what I'm talking about, flower, you know what I'm talking about. I can just imagine if a female could walk in these shops and buy what they want out of a man, boy, we extinct. Man, she gonna take that little man robot home. She finna take more care of the robot than the niggas that she with. Man, she finna dress that man up in some Gucci, Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm talking about? And she finna take his ass to the body shop, you know? Yeah, man, what I can do for you, please? Yeah, I want some new pipes on this one, you know what I'm talking about? This thing, you know, she all in the pipe section, like, yeah, I want, scrape pipes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, let me, man, this shit crazy, bro. But damn, let me get on up out here again. I gotta go to church. I'll be back.